Hello, this is Grandma Jan from Red Toad Art Studio, and today we are continuing our collage journey. I've done a couple with magazine pieces and one or two with making my own paper and painting my paper, cutting them out and making a collage. Today my collage is going to be a combination of images from this book and a magazine. This is a collage, the cutout and collage book number 5, and you can get this on Amazon. And I don't know what magazine I got this from, a long time ago, probably a bridal magazine or something like that. So I was inspired by this flower pot and flowers. It's the first thing I saw that interested me this morning. And I looked at that and wondered, what can we do with that? And then I decided we're going to be different. We're not going to do it the way we would normally use this picture. We're going to turn it upside down and cut right here. This is going to be a hat for her. We need to cut it off there, and the hat will fit like a crown of flowers. I think we're going to try that. Shall we try that? Let's cut it now and see what happens. There we go. So we have the rim and the flowers in one piece, and the pot in another piece. We may use this. I'm thinking we may use it down around her neck. I'm not sure. I really don't know, but we'll lay it aside. And then I found a lady that I thought would be the right size for this. And yes, it will be just the right size for this. And when we put it on her head, it will cover up this funny thing here that was part of an advertisement that was on the edge of her head that we don't want there. And then she also wasn't straight. We have one shoulder here and one shoulder gone. But that's all right. I'm going to move it over so she's to the side of my picture like that. And then the flowers that we cut off will go up here. There. I was wondering if there's some way we would... I cut her hands off that were sticking up here. And I think maybe right in there we can make kind of a collar. And then in my scrapbooking paper, I found paper that was all ferns. And I thought we would do something like this. Like that. What do you think? And then we should put some extra things in. Here's some thoughts I had, but I don't think I'm going to do it. Although this one might work. I thought there might be a jewel in a crown. That would work. Maybe we'll cut that leaf and fit this down underneath it. Yeah. And then I found these cute decorations that I thought would make pretty earrings. And they made pretty earrings until I put the ferns down there. And it just makes too much when the ferns are down there. So I need to find something else for that. These were all in that pretty collage book. So let's just lay these aside right now. And I need to get that fit. Let's just get these things down and see if we can find maybe some little earrings. I'm not sure. Something else needs to be there. So let's glue this down for now. We'll lay these all aside. And get our lady glued down. I guess our background should go down next. Get my glue sheet here. Isn't my glue sheet all messy? Oh, But that reminds me. First, before we glue the pieces, let us ink the edges with my ink, which is Vintage Photo. And to get rid of all these little white spots that we tend to get on the edges of our cutouts. This is a very subtle effect, but I think it really helps out the images. I don't need to go too high up there. We're covering that. Just blend the ink into her hair. I'm going to go ahead and ink all my pieces real quick while I'm doing this. There's not that many pieces. The flowers, now this could be a little tricky. They're fragile. Here. Cut this real quick. There we go. I don't. Okay, so let's start. And now I need to get this ready to glue down. Let's move our lady off and get glue on our background sheet. Now, I sorted through my scrapbooking paper, but not very much. It didn't take me long until I saw this piece of paper and knew exactly what I wanted for this. It's not too busy or noisy. You know, it's not got a lot on it. It won't detract from my girl, my lady. But it has enough on it to be interesting and to set her off. All right. Now this has a right side up. Yeah, I better be careful and do that right. See this pretty little butterfly that's drawn in on this? We'll smooth the bubbles out. There. Now, I already cut our lady out, obviously. I like to cut these out not on camera because it takes me a long time, and I'm not a very good fussy cutter, so I have to take my time. And there's no reason for you to have to sit and watch me cut. My lady is going to go right there. I'm not sure why I have such a shiny spot right there, but maybe we can deal with it. There, we have our lady. She wanted to argue a bit about going down smoothly today. You other collagers, have you ever noticed? It seems to me there are days when everything just works perfect, and there are days when nothing wants to work. It wants to wrinkle when it shouldn't wrinkle, and the glue doesn't want to come out, and you spill or paint, and I think some papers, especially some catalog papers, are vicious about wrinkling, because I have some wrinkles here, and I was fairly careful. I thought, but I think my next layer of paper will hide that. All right, now we need to get our flower crown on. And do I want to cut this first? I want to slip the jewel under the edge of that leaf, because that's about center. So I should cut that next. Get my craft knife here. And right here, we will cut the edge of this flower and try not to tear anything. Let's see if that's going to fit under there. Yeah, that will fit under there great. In fact, we probably should put it on now. I'll glue the jewel on, and then we'll glue the crown to her head. Yeah, I like that. Let me get my better glue stick here. This little one. I need to improve all my glue sticks and get a different brand. I encourage you just to keep trying different glues until you find one you like. I haven't found one I liked yet. All right. I want that to come right over her forehead, like that. Yes. I like that. Get my glue paper here. And we need to glue the flowers. And I need to be very careful, because these are going to be easy to pull off. In fact, I pulled off a couple pieces, and I might try to reattach when I get these down. All right. I think right there. Let's see if I can reattach this little purple piece here. It was, I think I'll put it right about there. There. I think this is Mother Nature when she was very young, before she was ancient and full of wisdom. There we go. I like that. And what are we going to do here? I thought I would put this on here. I don't know. And then my fern leaves. I don't know that this is about like that. Just a bit of that peeking up there. And I'll try to move these, and there we go. Not move this, because I'm afraid I'll never find the right place again. Let's see if that'll work. Yeah, that'll be good there. Okay, we'll work it there. This one is going to go there. Let's see. Should this one go in first and try to cover up this? Yes. So, let's glue this fern. And then this one will go right down here. Let's get this glued. There we go. Now I'm going to try something on this that I haven't tried before. I'm going to try to doodle. I like the way some of these ladies do some doodling, and it just finishes off their project. And that may be all she needs is some doodling. I'd like a word or two, and I can't decide what word to use. Unless I just put her name, Mother Nature. There we are. I like this. Okay. I want to leave the butterfly, so I was thinking of doing some doodling in white, so it won't compete with her, but it will be there. And these lines going up and down, to perhaps doodle some arrows up and down the line, like that. Maybe I should start up higher, though. Something like that. I don't know, and we won't know till we try, so we're going to try. let's see, I need to get it right on the line. Yes, we'll try some like this. I'm using a white Posca pen. And I don't have too much experience in using these pens either. I'm learning a lot. There we go, and I think there should be a little more, maybe on this line, just a little bit. Maybe about here. See if that is enough. There we go. And I think I have one that's polka dots. And let's put a few polka dots right down here. They don't show up a lot, but I don't want them to show up a lot. What about that? There we go. And maybe a couple down here. Whoa! Now that is going to be a spot and a half. That took the top of my paper off. So now we're going to have to find a little bit of something to put there to hide my mistake. I think we have enough paint. Let us, what about, we'll just put a little bit of fern, like it's coming out from behind her. I learned not to do that when I'm doing Posca. Don't squish it down while it's on the paper. Or I could put a big pretty flower there. That might be nicer yet. Let me see if I can find a flower. It might set it off just right to have a pretty flower there. And I'm thinking of one I know is in here. That might be too big though, huh? No, let's do this one. That is so pretty. Yes. And we might want that little fern leaf to come out to the side of the flower. All right. There we go. And I want to ink the edges of the flower. Okay. Let's get some glue on the flower. And we won't press it down until I get the fern back there. Now, I know I could probably do a lot more doodling, but I think I'm going to stop there today. Maybe as I do it, I will get better at it. Well, I have to let this dry now, and if you want to finish it at this stage, I don't know. I think I'll probably finish it, but you don't need to watch me do that. I will give it a finish of Mod Podge here when this is dried good, and I will be all done with it. I hope this has inspired you to try your own Mother Earth. Find a pretty lady, put some flowers on her, and have fun. And I'm going to say bye-bye for now.